What if I told you that a smartwatch loaded up with an AMOLED display, automatic heart rate monitor, and almost 20 days of battery life could hardly cost you $100? This here is the Amazfit Verge Lite, probably the best affordable smartwatch of 2019. The immediate reaction when I had the Verge Lite was that it looked too rubbery and somewhat resembled a toy watch. It did almost remind me of Tony wearing the limited edition Dora watch in Iron Man 3. But somehow, I started to love the smartwatch because of its own unique style quotient. Even though the build is all plastic and rubbery, which of course is a cost-saving measure, it sure is comfortable when worn. This material choice also helps in the durability of the smartwatch. The device is on the slightly thicker side, but even with the big frame, it is super lightweight. The Verge Lite has an IP68 rating, hence it is resistant to dirt, dust and sand, and even can survive underwater for 30 minutes. Companies usually compromise on the display quality to reduce the cost. But on the Verge Lite, we have a beautiful 1.3 inches AMOLED display with Corning Gorilla Glass 3. It has an anti-fingerprint coating, which is decent. One of the major problems when it comes to smartwatches is the visibility of the display under sunlight. The one on the Verge Lite can go extremely bright and is pretty readable under all light conditions. I didn't have any issues when it comes to the display quality. Great viewing angles, well-calibrated color reproduction, and in fact, the AMOLED display plays a huge role in its brilliant battery life. Now, talking about one major issue is the touch response. The problem pretty much existed even with the Amazfit GTR. The touch feedbacks aren't as responsive as it seems with the Apple Watch or the Moto 360 series. Sometimes it felt really annoying when I had to swipe twice to get down the status bar. Now on the GTR review, we did mention that the OS was good but not the best, and at times it was a little choppy. And unfortunately, the case continues to prevail even on the Verge Lite. The OS is feature-packed and most of them turn out to be really useful. Although, I'm not able to accept the lack of refinement when it comes to the operating system. The Amazfit Verge Lite offers multiple sport modes. Although, it does come with a slight drawback. The data tracked is kind of subjective. It's not as perfect as a Fitbit, as I did see some fluctuations in the results. But yes, it's pretty much usable and does offer some cool add-ons, like the option to set alert for breaching a heart rate threshold. It's a feature which will help you to get noticed when your heart rate exceeds a certain point, which is tracked and notified using real-time heart rate monitoring. Another feature that really impressed me was the sleep tracking technology. I have tested out this feature with other smartwatches, but it somehow turns out to be really good for an under $100 smartwatch. It tracks sleep with high accuracy and also displays them in a nice format. The Verge Lite is built with an ultra-low power 28nm Sony GPS chipset, which helps in its incredible battery offering. It helps to properly track data without consuming a lot of power. In real-world use, the Verge Lite can easily get around 18 to 20 days. And that's with the GPS enabled on interval periods. Although, with continuous GPS, it can barely last around 40 hours. So, is it really worth spending $100 on the Amazfit Verge Lite? The answer is a definite yes. Instead of investing your money on the Honor Band 5, the Mi Band 4 or even the Bip Lite, the Amazfit Verge Lite makes a lot of sense to be a worthy investment. Either way, thanks for watching. Yours truly Droid Sector, ours truly, This Life.